Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Wednesday, May 17, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Pittsburgh Pirates vs Detroit Tigers. The Tigers are 4-0 in their last 4 versus a team with a winning record and 6-0 in their last 6 interleague home games. The Pirates are 11-29 in their last 40 interleague road games. I'm placing a wager on the Tigers RL -1.5 in Wednesday's matinee game. They have a 9-2 run line record in interleague games this season, the highest RL winning percentage, 81.8% in baseball. The Pirates have a 7-11 RL record in non-league games, the 5th worst RL winning percentage, 38.9% in those games. With their ace on the mound, I'm confident the Tigers will keep rolling against a Pirates team that's choked away its hot start in the past 2 weeks. Our team pick is Tigers run line. The Pirates come into this game with a run differential of +9, which is good for 14th in the league. The Pirates have dropped 11 of their last 13 after starting the season red hot. As such, their batting average has now dropped to the bottom half of the league, and they've seen their average runs per game dwindle down to 4.29, which is in the bottom 10 of the MLB. Sitting 27th in at-bats per game, Pittsburgh isn't presented all that many chances at the plate relative to other squads, and this has amplified the poor hitting of late. Where the offense has remained strong is in terms of extra base hits, although they accounted for 0 in their last win, but on the season they sit top 10. The drop in runs and batting average hasn't been due to the Pirates being more eager at the plate, they still sit top 5 in walks and are in the top half of the league in strikeout rate. Rather, the Pirates have necessitated contact, it just hasn't resulted in bases. On the season, Pittsburgh has routinely hit better against lefties, .4360 OBP, and that will help their case in terms of getting back in the win column. While the Pittsburgh offense has been erratic of late, they still manage to hit for extra bases. I expect both offenses to have success at the plate here, and the Tigers should have success at the plate given Hill's drop in K volume. The play is the over 7.5 runs. Cincinnati Reds vs Colorado Rockies. Cincinnati enters this game coming off a series win against the Marlins and having split the first 2 games of their current series against the Rockies. In their most recent 3-1 win, Brandon Williamson got the start for the Reds, tossing 5.2 innings and allowing 2 hits that resulted in 1 earned run. From then on, it was a bullpen game for the Reds, with Derek Law getting the win, Alex Young and Ian Gibbott getting holds, and Alexis Diaz getting the save. On the offensive end, the Reds totaled 6 hits and 3 earned runs in the game. Jake Fraley had the team's only multi-hit game, going 2-3. Overall, it was a great pitching performance and win from the Reds. Colorado enters this game coming off a series loss against the Phillies and having split the first 2 games of their current series against the Reds. In their most recent 3-1 loss, Chase Anderson got the start for the Rockies, tossing 5 innings and allowing only 1 hit that resulted in no earned runs. Despite this performance, Peter Lambert ending up getting the loss shortly after for the Rockies. On the offensive end, the Rockies totaled 4 hits and 1 run in the game. There were no multi-hit games for the Rockies, but Charlie Blackmon, Elias Diaz, Harold Castro, and Ezequiel Tovar all recorded hits in the game. Overall, it was a tough loss for the Rockies as they really couldn't get much going on offense. Taking the Rockies to win this game for a couple of reasons. The Rockies dropped the game last night in a tough loss, but look forward to a bounce-back game to take the series at home. The pitching matchup is not ideal with both pitchers having their struggles on the season, and I expect there to be plenty of offense in this game. This is where the Rockies do have a significant edge is on the offensive end at home, with their hitters being more comfortable at home versus on the road. In terms of trends, the Reds are 0-4 in their past 4 games, with a total set at 11 or higher. In addition, when these teams have faced off in the past, the Reds have lost 5 of their past 7 meetings overall and have lost 4 of their past 5 meetings in Colorado. For these reasons, I am confident in taking the Rockies to win this game and the series. Colorado Rockies money line. The Rockies give left-hander Austin Gomber the start for Game 3 in hopes of securing a series win at home. Gomber has had a rough start to the season, posting a 3-4 record along with a 6.30 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP in his first couple of starts. His most recent start came against the Phillies, in which he tossed 6.2 innings and allowed 5 hits that resulted in 3 earned runs while striking out 6. I would expect a similar performance from Gomber in this game. Our total pick is over 11 runs. Arizona Diamondbacks vs Oakland Athletics. Arizona is set to start right-hander Ryan Nelson on Wednesday, as he's 1-2 with a 6.20 ERA this season. In his last 5 starts, he's 0-2 with a 7.99 ERA, and in his last start against the San Francisco Giants, he went 4.2 innings, allowing 4 runs on 7 hits and striking out 4. As a pitching staff, Arizona has a team ERA of 4.60, which ranks 23rd. The Athletics are starting right-hander Luis Medina, who's 0-2 with a 8.18 ERA while at home this season. The righty is 0-1 with a 4.50 ERA. He has only 2 starts in his MLB career, which came against the Angels, in which he allowed 8 runs, 7 earned on 8 hits in 5 innings, and in his second start, went 6 innings, allowing 3 runs against the Texas Rangers. Arizona's offense is one of the best in the majors, and I think that will be the difference here, which will lead to the backs winning by more than 1.5 runs in the final game of the series. Both teams are starting pitchers who have struggled this season, and although Medina was better in his second start, he now faces a tough lineup in Arizona. As well, this season, the Diamondbacks are 3-2 against the run line as road favorites, while Oakland is 9-14 against the run line as a home underdog. In Arizona's last 5 wins, 3 of the 5 have come by more than 1.5 runs, while in Oakland's last 5 losses, all 5 came by more than 1.5 runs, as when the A's lose, they are blown out. Our team pick is Arizona minus 1.5 runs. The Oakland Athletics continue what has been a dismal season thus far, as the team deals with struggles on the field and uncertainty off the field. While the Athletics are still unsure of their future home, things at their current home continue to disappoint the sparse crowds that do come out to support the team. Oakland has lost 8 of their last 9 games heading into Tuesday night's matchup with Arizona and has just 9 wins on the season, including a paltry 4 wins at home. The Arizona Diamondbacks continue to play inspired baseball through the first month and a half of the season and look like a team that may not go away anytime soon. The D-backs lost 3 straight games after leading the NL West division for much of the season and were passed by the surging Dodgers. Since then, however, they have bounced back to win 4 straight games heading into Tuesday night's game with the Athletics. With 2 bad starting pitchers on the mound, I like the over 9 runs in this game here. Medina has given up plenty of hits and hard contact in his 2 starts, while Ryan Nelson has struggled this season, and although the Athletics lineup is not the best, they still can score a few runs. This season, Oakland is 26-15-2 in hitting the over, which ranks 2nd in the majors, while Arizona is 21-19-2 and on the road is 11-7. Meanwhile, in the backs' last 10 games, the games are averaging 9.5 runs per game, while in those 10 games, they are 4-4-2 and going over 9 runs. Oakland, meanwhile, is averaging 9.9 runs per game, and in those 10 games, the A's are 4-4-2. Our total pick is over 9 runs. Philadelphia Phillies vs San Francisco Giants. After taking the NL pennant in 2022, Philadelphia was expected to contend again this year. They can still turn things around and have begun to since Bryce Harper returned, but most people expected more from this club. Harper's early absence had very little impact on the pitching staff, which ended Monday's game 22nd in team ERA. Philadelphia's bullpen is 27th in left-on-base percentage and 23rd in ERA. This game's starter, Taijuan Walker, hasn't been much better. He has a 5.75 ERA this season, including a 6.23 mark in 5 away games. His last 2 outings were quality starts, so there's hope that he's finally adjusting to his new team. On offense, the Phillies are 21st in runs per game after finishing 7th last season. Bryce Harper missed time, and Rhys Hoskins is out for the season, but that's little excuse. They still have Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, JT Realmuto, and free agent addition Trey Turner. Philadelphia is 23rd in strikeout rate and 26th in walk rate, showing little command of the strike zone. Their power has also disappeared, as the Phillies are only 20th in home runs this season. They may have the 8th highest batting average, but Philadelphia needs a lot of improvement defensively. In a battle of nightmare-inducing starting pitchers, the visiting team should have the edge. The Phillies have a slightly better bullpen, along with a star-studded offense that's shown signs of life lately. Philadelphia's starter, Taijuan Walker, has had a slightly better season than his San Francisco counterpart, but that's not saying much. That he's put together a pair of quality starts this month is more than Sean Mania can't say, which is why this game should go the Phillies' way. Our team pick is Phillies. The Giants' record may not reflect this, but they are one of MLB's top teams at hitting it over the park. San Francisco's home park is one of the hardest to hit homers in, but the Giants have the 4th most in baseball. As a team, the Giants are 10th in slugging percentage. Their offense could improve upon a few things, namely the league's 2nd worst strikeout rate and stealing more bases. Overall, the Giants are 18th in runs per game this season. The offense may need to put up a ton of runs in this one, as Sean Mania is slated to take the mound. Mania has an ugly 7.96 ERA coming into this game after allowing 4+ runs in his last 3 starts. He hasn't pitched more than 5.0 innings since his second start of the season. Mania is currently posting career worsts in WHIP, FIP, ERA, and HR9 with his new team. San Francisco's bullpen, which is 28th in ERA, may get a lot of work tonight. Our total pick is to take the over.